everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer! Last episode, we made our way into the Vale Theater here, which, it appears, was attacked by Red Wizards of Thay, who proceeded to make their way into a shadow version of this place. Yes, we went into the Shadow Realm, and killed the woman we were here to find, Liena. Now it's time to go out. Maybe one of the other workers at the theater knows something about this place. Pardon the odd reload there. Things got a little screwed up for a second, strangely. Let me go out again. Hopefully this time it works. Are you going to work this time?
Yes?
Your command?
There we go.
Keep your distance, witches. I've studied your laws, and we've broken none.
You know our laws. But I know you, child. Even if these others do not. You will be better served by keeping silent.
Look, Shiva, the girl's companion. It's that one who offends the land and draws an army to our gate.
Speak your name, foreigner, and be warned that you address the Wicklaren.
Let's see. Wicklaren. What is that?
Is this the tradition in your homeland, barbarian? To trade questions for questions?
My apologies. I meant no offense to you.
Peace, Kazumika. The foreigner knows not our customs. Our words and names are strange. We are witches, ambassadors to the hidden realm of spirits, and keepers of the sacred law. We bow our heads to the triune goddess, and to no one else.
I am Travis Ignam, and I came to your city to find a woman called Liena. Unfortunately, it seems that I came too late.
Then Magda spoke true? She said they were Thayans, that they appeared from the very shadows.
Calm, Katya. You are a witch now, not a farm girl. You crossed spells with our mortal enemies, foreigner, and drove them from our midst. For that, much may be forgiven.
Forgiven? I've committed no crime.
But the bear god has marched an army of spirits to our gate, and he roars for your blood. He claims that you have defiled his sacred den and loosed an evil upon the world.
And the bear god does not lie. I can smell the wrongness on you, foreigner. It hangs upon you like a corpse shroud.
What would you have me do? Battle an army of spirits?
Make your peace with the bear god, foreigner, by whatever means you both deem best.
Oku has made his peace with many foreigners, once they are safely in his belly.
And Magda?
Will be kept safe. From the bear god's horde, and from you if need be. No witch may stand against the spirits of the land. But I will honor the debt we owe you, foreigner, for defeating the Red Wizards. Go to our prison on the north edge of town. Any convict who is willing to stand at your side will be granted a full pardon.
Alright, I'll take any help I can get.
You know not what dreams may lie hidden behind steel and rune, foreigner. Nor what paths they might open to you. We will watch from our high place, and we will receive you again, if you return alive.
Well then, I guess this is a bit awkward. So he didn't die, and, well, we did kind of fight him. Oh boy, this is gonna be awkward. We couldn't help but overhear. An army of angry spirits awaits you at the gates of Mulsantir. You will perhaps require more help against such a host. My bow and my brother's sword will aid you, should you agree to help us find our lost sister, Kaelin the Dove. Where can I find your sister? Kaelin came here, seeking the abandoned stronghold of Merkul, the Death God's vault, which is in Shadow Mulsantir. Shadow Mulsantir? Yes, it is said that Mulsantir has thin boundaries between the Prime and the Plane of Shadow, especially at night, or in dark places. Yes, if the rumors are true, then there are many weak spots where one can cross to the Plane of Shadow at night, Perhaps a thorough search of the city would reveal some of these to you. We asked the witches when we first arrived, and they claimed that Shadow Mulsantir was just a myth. But I know they are hiding something. Maybe if you spoke to them instead. Why don't you go find her yourselves? Entering Mirkul's sanctum would be a violation of our faith to Kellum. Isn't Kaelin violating her faith by going there? Kaelin has abandoned her faith in Kellum. For this she was exiled from our grandfather's court. She now follows Ilmater, the god of martyrs. We hope to find our sister and convince her not to become a martyr herself. Why did Kaelin abandon her faith? That is an excellent question. I have a theory. Sister, let us not entertain any theories. The only one who can answer your question in truth is Kaelin herself. Find her and ask her yourself. Tell me of Mirkul. As you may know, Mirkul is the former god of the dead, slain by Mystra in the time of troubles. Cyric took Mirkul's place and then was deposed by Kelimvor, the present god of the dead. We are followers of Kelimvor, as was Kaelin until she abandoned her faith. What is the Death God's Vault? The Death God's Vault has been abandoned since Mirkul's death. It was used as a library and a prison, and a secure place to store things valuable to the Mirkulite faith. Why would she go to such a place? I believe she may have gone there to learn more about Akachi's crusade. Sister, do not speak of the betrayer. For Kaelin's sake, I hope she is there for some other reason. Very well, I'll seek out Kaelin for you. Thank you. We will be very grateful to once more lay eyes upon our beloved sister. Go with care. The Death God's Vault may still contain some of Mirkul's old defenses. Kelimvor's blessing be with you. Thank you. Alright. Before we do, though, there does appear to be more to this place. Temple of the Three and the prison. Well, it looks like we can go up north, so let's do just that. Take a look up north. Come on, Kaji. At least you can look around up here. Well, there are a few places. There's Berserker there. Oh, there does appear to be something around there. Rashemi home. This building is locked tight, the residents apparently fearful of wrathful spirits. Once the danger is past, the door may be unlocked. There does appear to be something here. Ice Troll Lodge? Ah! Grrr. Ah, you're a cheerful fellow. What is this Ice Troll Lodge? Huh. Interesting. I lose again. I can't believe... Oh, hey there, Outlander. Have you seen this amazing winning streak that Alexei is on? Looks to be quite a lucky run for him. And you would never have guessed it. Alexei was one of the worst dart players in the lodge. You haven't noticed a faint sparkle emanating from the darts? I think you're correct, Outlander. I didn't notice it before, but now that I take a closer look, something isn't right about those darts. You have a very sharp eye. For an outsider, anyways. Alexei, with the help of the outsider, I have seen through your trickery. I cannot believe that you would cheat and steal from your own brethren. Oh, you whine like a babe, Yegor. It was you who decided to place a bet on what was supposed to be a friendly game. You never had a problem in the past when you were winning. Your lies disgrace yourself, your family, and worst of all, the lodge. Come, let's go to the Ether and Katya. She will straighten this out. Fine by me, Yagar the Whiner, but once it has been proven that I haven't been cheating, I want every last gold piece that you owe me. Thank you, Outlander. I know this isn't much, but I would like you to take my lucky arrows that I was about to bid away. Come to your humiliation, Alexei. Watch your tongue, Yegor. Farewell, then. I'm watching you, Outlander. Arrows of petrification. Not too useful to us. Is this Yulia? Greetings. What can I help you with? Who are you? My name is Yulia. Yulia the Ice Queen, lad, and don't you forget it. Why do you call you the Ice Queen? I help train the Berserkers to fight in the cold. The training can be a little harsh, so the others made up the nickname as a means of getting back at me. How do you train them? Every day we fill the tub with freezing cold water, and our warriors take turns attempting to stay in the water as long as they can. Over time, they become used to the extreme cold and can last longer and longer. How long can they last? Quite some time, although there is a limit to the amount of cold the body can stand. Can I try? I'm afraid not. The tub is part of our members' daily ritual, and some of them take such things extremely seriously. They will probably attack any non-member who set foot in it. Is there any way for me to become a member? Not normally, but we've had a sharp decline in membership lately, mostly due to certain disagreements with Shiva and the other witches over our standard of behavior. My advice would be to talk to Jurak. Our current troubles might cause him to relax the usual policy. Can I ask you about one of the other members? Oh, there's plenty. Sure, tell me... What the hell? Tell me about Jurak. Jurak is normally the leader here. All the others look up to him, and for good reason. He's a powerful warrior, but he also knows how to lead men. Also, it doesn't hurt that he can drink anyone here under the table, and knows more stories than I do potion recipes. Tell me about Foravan. You've probably already noticed that he's quite large, a fact he never ceases to remind me of. He's always telling me how unstoppable our children would be. The swine. Sounds like you're not an admirer. He's just frustrating, and no one would dare tell him to back off. Just once I'd like to see him put in his place. Is there anything I can do? It's kind of you, but if you were to start a fight in here, it would go very badly for you. Unless... Yes? Foravan prides himself on being the strongest member in the lodge. If you were to beat him at his test of strength, he'd at least be humbled a bit. How would I beat him at a test of strength? He likes to test his arm strength against others, but what most people don't know is that he hurt his left arm a few years ago, which left it weaker than his right. So if I were to challenge him using that arm... Exactly, you would have a much easier time beating him. When he challenges you, insist that he use his left arm. His pride won't let him refuse, and your chances will increase greatly. I'll do that, thanks. Can I ask about one of the other berserkers? Tell me about Radu and Vic. It's amusing to watch those two try to impress the others day after day. I'll give them that. Still, they're good lads, and they have courage. Tell me about Lena. Lena. I guess I can't say anything bad about her, since she's my best customer. She's a handful, but she helps keep the men in line. Tell me about Nakai. That old man gives me the creeps. All he ever does is stare at that fire, petting those silly cats of his. It's almost like he's waiting for something, or maybe someone. He's been here forever, and every so often will tell us stories about ancient battles between mighty spirits and invaders who sought to conquer our land. Tell me about Sergei. Sergei is something of a mystery, one I've been trying to uncover for some time now. From what I've been able to gather, he left Rashomon at a young age on his Dejima, and traveled to many distant lands. He won't speak of the places he's been, but there's no denying that his experiences have left their mark on him. I respect his privacy, but there's one thing that continues to bother me. Sergei claims to be from Mulsantir, but I haven't been able to find a single person who remembers him. Anyway, that's enough idle speculation for one day. Is there anyone else you wish to know about? No, farewell. And there's a chest here, with nothing in it. A training dummy with nothing on it. We actually, now that I think about it, maybe we should come back here in a bit. In fact, I have all this loot, I should probably sell it. I don't know why I didn't before. This Ice Troll Lodge seems like a good place to do an entire episode, so I'll come back. Let me just run downstairs and sell the stuff I have. Then we'll go take a look elsewhere. Won't take too long. Actually, do these two have anything else to say? By the way, the dove is her name. Why are you all named after animals? Our siblings, there are 5, including Kellum, are known as the Menagerie. We adopt the titles of noble creatures out of respect for nature. The Menagerie has long traveled together, led by our eldest sister. But since Kellum was exiled from our grandfather's court in Celestia, we have been distraught. Okay. Where can I find your sister? Very well, let's seek him out. Okay, there we go. Simple enough. Alright, let's sell these things. Of which we have several things to sell for much coin. Almost. And there we go. Alright, let's go back to taking a look up there a bit. Let's wander around a bit before we actually do anything. I do see the note about the prison, which we're not going to go into quite yet. There's another building here, though. Temple door. Alright, let's keep looking around. Just a bit, see what's around here. Oh, there's a barrel back here. Useful. At least it might be useful. Throwing axe and hand axe. Sure, I guess that's a bit useful. Yes, yes. Stop shouting at me. What's in this temple? Oh, wait, there's something in the back here. Mace of Disruption plus 5. Interesting. Okay, we have a temple here. Sure, let's speak with this guy. Peace, stranger. Have you lost someone, perhaps? Or does a comrade require the right of passing? No. What is this place? A house of comfort and faith. It belongs to Kellum, Lord of the Dead. Our house calls to those who are dying or unwell. Here they may rest and prepare themselves for judgment in comfort and quiet. I met 2 half-celestials in town. They were seeking their sister, Kellum the Dove. Has she been here at your temple? You seek Kellum. I did not realize any of the menagerie were here in Mulsantir. I have not seen her, no. It has been some time since Kellum graced Kelumvor's temples. I believe she found a new calling in Ilmater, the suffering god. Still, I think if Kellum were here in Mulsantir, word would spread quickly. If she has evaded the eyes of the local people and her siblings, perhaps she has slipped into another plane. Such a feat would not be unusual for Kellum. Not so long ago, the menagerie wandered freely from one plane to the next, but their fellowship has been sundered of late, or so I am told. I discovered an ancient book in a barrow north of here. It speaks of something called the Betrayer's Crusade. That is a tale that has oft been twisted to suit the needs of the tellers, and its tellers have been many. My telling would be poor by comparison, for the story is not much loved by my faith. Will you tell me what you know, at least? This temple has served 3 gods of the dead. In the days of Murkul, the first of these gods, a priest called Akachi presided here. Akachi turned against his god, and he marched an army to the gates of the City of Judgment. Such a thing would have been impossible, yet it was done. In the realm of the dead, Akachi the Betrayer sought to bring down the Wall of the Faithless, to tear it up from its roots and set all the trapped souls free. The Wall of the Faithless, what is that? A structure that circles the City of Judgment. Its stones are faithless souls, those who scoffed at the gods and gave worship to none. The wall's mortar is a hungry, living mold that holds their souls fast, consumes their minds and their personalities, and finally absorbs them. Did Akachi succeed? No, mercifully he did not. The wall still stands as it did then. Why would Akachi try to bring down the wall? Some of my brethren insist that it was vengeance or spite, that Murkul had slighted his priest who had given his life to his god and never questioned him, and now felt betrayed. I think that is too simple a reason for so monumental a crime, but in truth, no one knows. You say it is a mercy that Akachi failed. Why? Because the planes are founded upon an order, a covenant between gods and mortals. The wall is a symbol of that covenant, and to tear it down, such an act would crack the foundations of the planes. It would be as if the sun failed to rise in the morn, or the seas fell upward into the skies. What happened to the betrayer himself? Merkul was a jealous, vengeful god. He did not reveal what punishments were bestowed upon the betrayer, but I am certain they were worthy of his crime. The book mentioned a scroll called the Lamentations of the Dead. It said the scroll might be found in a vault. It is said that there was such a vault, a place where such things were hidden. Not here, though. Not in the house of Kellum. Remember that Mulsantir is a city of shadows and masts. I would look behind those masts and shine some light into the shadows if I was seeking a secret place. What is that wall that surrounds your temple? There are tortured human figures etched into the stone. It is only a stone carving. The witches would have us tear it down, for it frightens children and beasts. Fear was never our intent, but such a wall should not be torn down, not even as a symbolic gesture. Our wall stands as a symbol of another greater wall, the wall of the faithless. It is a reminder that the greatest sin is to be without any faith at all. I might disagree with that. I want to talk more about Kellum and his faith. We believe that death is not to be feared. It is a comfort, an end of suffering, a new beginning. We are guides, comforting the dying and shepherding them to their final judgment. Many choose to spend their final days here, and we serve them all. What of Kellum himself? He's a new god, is he not? His is a new face, yes, but death has mourned many. Before Kellum there was Sirik, and before him was Merkul, and others before that. Kellum is fair and welcoming to all. Merkul was vengeful, and he wished his priests to be feared. Each face is a little different, but death is always the same. So it is with many things. Love, betrayal, hunger. Many faces, but the same essence within. You serve those who do not worship Kellum. We do. Faith is all we require. Faith in any god. What of those who worship evil gods? You treat them the same as everyone else? Of course. They have followed their gods, have they not? Kellum will judge them only by their faith, and so must we. Why is it so important to have faith in a god? Are deeds in this life not enough? What do gods provide for us? Favor in life, eternal solace in death. What do we provide for the gods? Their very existence is fueled by our worship. It is a compact, life for life, that forms the foundation of our world and all the planes. To defy that order is to negate everything. The world, the gods, yourself. That is why faithlessness is the greatest sin of all. You spoke of final judgment. What did you mean? At the gates of the city of judgment, souls are said to gather, awaiting Kellum verdict. His eyes rest upon each in turn, measuring their faith, and pronouncing them worthy to pass onwards, to the realms of the gods. Some have betrayed their faiths and are judged false. They are doomed to serve forever in the city of judgment, each according to his means. As for those of no faith, who scoffed at the gods and went their own way, they are judged faithless, and their souls are mortared into a living, screaming wall. Do you perform services here as well? We pray, when prayer will give comfort, and we collect the bodies of the dead, those of foreign birth who are not claimed by the witches. Many die upon the Golden Way, alone, and in a land that is strange to them. We receive their bodies and tend them according to customs that they know. Then we recite the passing, so that Kellum might watch for them, and pronounce their final judgment. Do you sell any goods here? No, we do not trade in coin. Our needs are few and easily filled by whatever gifts the dead bestow upon us. The dying put their offerings in their pockets, to be claimed when they are gone. Other offerings are brought by the living. Some ask a prayer or a blessing in return, but most slip quietly before our altar, speak what words they will, and leave gifts in their wake. Farewell, then. Okay, there's a few chests here. Bedroom door. We should probably leave these. These are likely offerings. Valuable, but we're going to leave them.
Yes?
What's in the bedroom door here?
Yes.
Okay, chest with a few items. And armor 2. Grey Robe of the Archmagi. Not bad. Ring of Holiness. Bonus cleric spell slots. That's something we can sell. And the Ancient Sermon. More bonus cleric spell slots. Which we, again, do not need. Alright. And once again, I am going to leave those chests of offerings. Yusef the Acolyte. Peace, stranger. Is there something you need from me? What do you do here? I am an acolyte of Kellum, but I've only recently arrived. My family sent me to join the faith. Things are still new to me, and somewhat disappointing. Disappointing in what way? I had thought the study of necromancy was permitted, even encouraged. Yet it seems that Kellum now views necromancy as an abomination. The previous gods of the dead had no such restrictions, and I had thought that Kellum would, well, retain the viewpoint of his predecessors. Why do you want to study necromancy? Our lives are so short, our bodies so frail, and yet there's so much out there to learn, to experience. Is it so wrong to try to extend our lives, even for a little while? Make the most of what life you do have, rather than wasting time looking for ways to extend it. I see your point, but what should I do? My family expected me to join the clergy, and I wouldn't want to disappoint them. If you really feel that way, then seek another path. I have considered that, but I am not decided yet. Thank you for your advice.
Hi there.
Okay, then. And I think that's been long enough. This episode has been a bit of a mix with random stuff happening all over the place. But I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, you know what? Let's take a look at what's going on in this Ice Troll Lodge here. Seems like this is going to be this would be interesting to look through. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chester44. That is Travis, Ignum, Sophia, and Kaji. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, and I shall see you all next time.